Okay, thank you.
So Chair, when you're ready, the meeting is ready to go. Thank you.
You are muted, David. Okay.
We are ready to start the meeting. I will suggest that we approve the agenda for tonight. Dimitri, would you second that?
I second, yes.
Okay. The first of the new business is the Board of Variance application for 3368 Alfred Place. Kelsey, can you help us understand what we're being asked to approve here?
Absolutely. The application is submitted requesting a relaxation of the rear yard setback to build a slightly elevated deck with a pergola that would reduce the rear yard setback from 7.5 meters to 3.35. Some things to note in this application is that there is a private easement over the area where the deck will be located. However, in Appendix 2, you'll see that we have the neighbor's understanding as it's a private easement. The applicant has submitted the checklist, letter of rationale, the site plan, and construction drawings for your consideration.
Thank you. Is there anyone here that would speak on behalf of the applicant or the application? It's my great preference that someone be in attendance when we talk about the various items that we have questions about for something like this. Dimitri, I guess we have some options here. We can defer this to a future time when someone from the applicant or on behalf of the applicant could be available. Or if we have no questions, we can proceed. What's your feeling on this?
I reviewed the application, and actually I should start by apologizing for missing the meeting last time around to everybody. And everything is clear to me. I reviewed the application and I propose to move ahead with approval of this application. I have no questions.
Okay, I just have one question for Kelsey. The coverage of the lot, would this new deck affect the lot coverage, or is it low enough to the ground that its square footage isn't taken into consideration when the lot coverage is considered?
Yes, this is considered lot coverage. However, it is under the 35% for R1. I believe it's 33.8%.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I have no further questions either. Dimitri, do you have a recommendation?
I recommend to approve this application.
I agree. This application is approved. We can go on now to the next application, Pickford Road. Kelsey, it's your turn again.
Absolutely. So this application is submitted to request a relaxation of the combined side yard setback. It's to legalize an existing siting of a single family dwelling, which does not conform to the setback. We're asking the recommendation, reduce the combined side yard from 4.5 to 4.1 in order to enable a secondary suite. There are no other major concerns with this, or no other, no other concerns with this application in terms of easements or covenants.
Thank you. And speaking on behalf of this application,
Hi, Chelsea
Hi.
here.
Hello.
Did you have any specific questions?
is this a rental property, Chelsea?
No, so,
this- sorry.
yeah, no, Chelsea's the owner.
Chelsea.
This, Chelsea's the owner, and this will enable a secondary suite. They'll be tearing down the garage, making it into a secondary suite. If this application is approved, a Section 219 covenant will be required to, as a non-stratification covenant. We've also discussed parking. There's enough parking on the site, as well as per our usual secondary suite checklist.
Okay, and my question, I guess, remains, is this building a rental property or do you live here, Chelsea?
It's our primary residence.
Okay. I was concerned when I drove by a few days ago about the parking as well. I know it's certainly something that a lot of people are concerned about in Colwood. I counted, this was midday in the middle of the week. I counted 5 cars and 1 trailer parked on the property. Would that be a standard number? Would there be more people parking there once this is finished?
No, actually, at the moment, we do have tenants in, and they have 3 vehicles. We have a cargo trailer ourselves, and just until recently, we were a friend of ours left a vehicle on the property when he went to the UK last spring, meant to be there for a month, and then plans changed. So we were storing his vehicle until just in the last few days he managed to get back into the country. Yeah, so we're usually at the 5 vehicle max. I think a property across the road recently had new occupants move in as well, and so there's been a lot of coming and going, and they were parking some vehicles out front as well for a little bit. So that may have contributed.
You'll certainly lose a parking space when you convert that garage. So you don't feel that there would be any more parking necessary than what is happening there currently?
No, there wouldn't be any addition happening.
Okay.
No.
Thank you. Dimitri, any questions?
Did we receive any feedback from the neighbors other than the one that I see here from June 22nd, from Sandra and Brad? Any other feedback from neighbors?
Yeah, so you'll see in Appendix 4 and 5 that Chelsea's reached out to the neighbors to receive support. And the neighbor right next to it, 2939 Pickford, which is where the garage is facing, they have a letter of support as well.
Okay, I see a bit of a small concern there with the spacing, and that's addressed through the...
Right.
And we send letters to everybody neighboring the property here, and I see 4 supporting and a letter there with no objection, and everybody else was no feedback or no other comments.
I didn't receive any phone calls regarding any concerns or support. Any emails that were submitted in the timeframe were either attached to the agenda or as part of this appendix.
Okay. Sounds good to me. Clear, and I see this as a minor modification. Dave?
Okay, I agree. I would recommend that we approve this application.
I second.
Okay, it's approved. Thank you, Chelsea, for attending. Your application is approved.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate you guys taking the time.
And
Thank you.
Kelsey or Dimitri, or rather Gabrielle, unless we have anything else to talk about tonight, we will consider this meeting adjourned. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.